This is for people who struggle with learning vocabulary. If you're not an Asian person, you will struggle learning vocabulary for Korean language because there is no overlapping vocabulary with your language except for kimchi and bibimbap. This is the only words you already know. Of course, you will have to do a lot of learning by heart. There is one hack that would really save you maybe years of learning. Go back to the Hanja roots. Hanja are Chinese characters. But remember when I said that in the olden days, noblemen would write Korean with Chinese characters, right? So a lot of Korean words come from those Chinese characters. Not all of them. There's like some native Korean words. They don't have a Chinese roots. They're just from the Korean language. And then there's some words with Chinese roots. And then there's also some words with Japanese roots from all the colonization that happens. And then there's like Konglish words. So those are like the four big categories of etymological roots in Korean: Chinese, Japanese, Korean, and Konglish. Now you could say, or like Western words. So those are the big four families of like etymologies. Like Latin for European languages, especially for French. Usually when you go to university in France, a lot of the hard words will have Latin or Greek roots. In a similar way, the harder words in Korean are usually from Chinese. All of them have a Chinese root. This is called Hanja. And of course, if you really want to be like a real good like student about it, you can go and learn the actual Chinese characters, and it will make your life really easier. But I didn't do that. I just learned the sound that is associated with the Chinese character. If you learn all the sounds that are associated with the Chinese roots, then it will be much easier to remember vocabulary and then to even understand new vocabulary without ever looking up that word. For example, when I was learning Korean, I was encountering a word, mupopta. I looked at that word that I had never seen before in my life, and then I understood the meaning immediately because of the Hanja roots. Because mu means absence of something, pop means law, and ta means person. So mupopta means outlaw. When I realized that from learning Hanja roots, I immediately magically understood that word that I had never seen before. I got really strong motivation to learn Hanja roots, and I had like an Excel file from a friend, but I also completed that Excel file with like a list of Hanja roots that are very common in Korean, and I learned all of them by heart. And then I think it really saved me years of learning tedious vocabulary, because then you basically learn 200 words from the Hanja roots, but these 200 words will unlock thousands of words for you later on. This is really like a cheat code.